So they're trying to create a caricature of J.D. Vance the way they try to create a caricature of Sam Alito, of Clarence Thomas, of Donald Trump, Ronald Reagan, Barry Goldwater, George H.W. Bush, George W. Bush. This is what they do. But there's no caricature created of Harris. There's no caricature created of Walz. No. So they turn J.D. Vance into something he's not. Cori Bush is one of the Marxist Islamists. She is a bomb thrower. There are allegations about her using campaign funds or other funds in order to enrich her family, her husband in particular. And you need to understand, and most of you do, that this Democratic Socialist organization, it's a Marxist organization. Marxism hates America, it hates Americans. Marxism hates Jews and it hates Israel. They hate America because we have a constitutional system that's built on ideas and principles that we believe come from God. Ideas and principles that are Judeo-Christian ideas and principles. Marxism believes in destroying religion, destroying the social compact and the social construct that exists, eliminating all history. Well, ancient history, in many respects, is certainly part of the Jewish faith. It goes back 4,000 years. Christianity was founded in the same place as Judaism in the Middle East. So Christianity has to be destroyed too. Marxism is about man being godlike, man rearranging society. The Constitution gets into the way. It gets in the way because it has all these limitations on centralized government. And yet the Marxists and the Islamists need centralized government, centralized ideology, centralized belief systems, not free will, not individual liberty, not private property rights, not capitalism. So you have Cori Bush, who is a Marxist bomb thrower, an Islamist bomb thrower. And she was defeated the other day in the Democrat primary in St. Louis. Now, she was defeated by a leftist, but not a bomb thrower, not a Jew hater. Now, like most leftists, I would argue, they're not exactly in love with America, but they're not necessarily bomb throwers. She is. And so she lost. She lost big by over 30 points in the Democrat primary. Why? Because she's a whack job. Can't get anything done. And she wasn't serving her constituents. And so she lost, and she lost badly. And so in part, here's her reaction. Go.
Pulling me away from my position as Congresswoman. All you did was take some of the strings off. Let's be clear. 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 Let's talk about what it really is. Because see, now I don't have to worry about some strings that I have attached to it as much as I love my job. But all they did was radicalize me, and so now they need to be afraid. See, now they about to see this other Cori, this other side, because let me say this. I just grew up a whole lot more over the last few weeks. Just grew up a whole different way. And so what they are about to get, they think. So the thing is this. The thing is this. I don't think that anything, there is nothing that happens in my life that happens in vain. So if this happened, it's because it was meant to happen. And let me say, it's because of the work that I need to do. And let me say this.
stop there. AIPAC, actually, I consider it way too liberal, but it's a fairly moderate to liberal organization in Washington, D.C. that represents the views, not completely, not 100%, of Jewish communities around the country. As I say, for me, I was ZOA, Zionist Organization of America, that sort of thing, which is a very patriotic organization, pro-American organization. So is AIPAC. But you have all these black organizations, you have all these Palestinian organizations, Arab organizations, billions flowing into this country. You saw it over the last few months, the anti-Semitism taking place as a result of some of their activities and so forth. So AIPAC exists to try and defend Jews here and the state of Israel. It's a lobby organization. There's nothing magical about it. There's nothing magical about any of these organizations. So what does she say? She lost in an overwhelmingly black community, overwhelmingly Democrat community, and she's blaming the Jews. There's no doubt AIPAC played a role in her primary, as other organizations played a role in her primary, but she's coming for the Jews. Oh yeah, coming for the Jews, but she always has been. And notice Kamala Harris doesn't get questions about it. Walz won't get any questions about it. Hakeem Jeffries won't get any questions about it. You've probably seen this by now, but it's very interesting because it exposes something. You have J.D. Vance. He lands at the same airport on the same tarmac as Kamala Harris. Both their planes are sitting there, the Vice President of the United States and the campaign plane for Vance. And there's a media waiting there, and they're not waiting for Vance, they're waiting for Harris. And they're just standing there. So Vance gets off the plane. This guy's sharp. You know, they try and turn Vance into Kamala Harris. You know, he's not that bright. You look at the text, look at the emails. J.D. Vance is an example of Midwestern values. He's an example of American values. The guy was born in Appalachia, dirt poor, with a drug-addled mother, raised by his grandmother, who had a foul mouth and was a chain smoker, but loved her grandson and was very tough on him. He did well in school. He didn't have a lot to eat. He didn't have a lot of new clothes. He was born dirt poor. When we were attacked on 9/11, he joined the Marine Corps. He served in the Marines. He would later go on to Yale Law School. After Yale Law School, he became an entrepreneur, a businessman, and became a millionaire. Not an exceedingly wealthy millionaire, but a millionaire. That's the American dream. They point to Kamala Harris? No. They point to Walz? No. So the media have to spend all their time, have spent every day since he was nominated by the Republicans trying to destroy him. Things he may have said, he may have texted to friends, you know, when he was 17 years old or whatever. It goes on and on and on and on. So they're trying to create a caricature of J.D. Vance the way they try to create a caricature of Sam Alito, of Clarence Thomas, of Donald Trump, the way they did of Ronald Reagan, Barry Goldwater, George H.W. Bush, George W. Bush. This is what they do. But there's no caricature created of Harris. There's no caricature created of Walz. No. So they turn J.D. Vance into something he's not, just as they're turning Harris and Walz into something they're not in a positive respect.
Want to see more? Sign up for LEVIN TV.